103,000 Muslims in Michigan just got some awful news. There was once a time that Michigan was a wonderful place to live. However, with the influx of Muslims entering Michigan, the state has become a shadow of its former self. For instance, Dearborn, Michigan is almost unrecognizable as a U.S. city. These Muslims in this city believe that since they are the majority, they have the right to impose their beliefs on others. Well, that is not how it works, guys, at all. Well, that is not how it works in America, guys. There will always be a culture clash with Muslims. See, their religion of Islam does not allow them to assimilate into Western culture. They truly believe that they have to conquer Western nations and kill those who do not bow to Islam. The entire goal of this religion is to dominate the world, and the left is allowing it to happen with political correctness. For years, Muslims have been trying to implement Sharia law here in America. It has been a quiet campaign that has literally gone unnoticed until recently. However, one Michigan state representative has noticed this and is now doing her very best to stop it. Representative Michelle Hoyt-Tinga has recently introduced a piece of legislation that will stop Michigan courts from using foreign laws when rendering judicial decisions. The law does not specifically mention Muslims, but it will prevent Muslims from enforcing Sharia law in Michigan. According to Truth Monitor, Hoyt-Tinga introduced the law after a Muslim doctor was arrested in Detroit for committing female genital mutilation. Patients had been driving in from all over Michigan to receive the Muslim doctor's treatments. If enacted, Hoyt-Tinga's bill would limit the application and enforcement by a court, arbitrator, or administrative body of foreign laws that would impair constitutional rights, to provide for modification or voiding of certain contractual provisions or agreements that would result in a violation of constitutional rights, and to require a court, arbitrator, or administrative body to take certain actions to prevent violation of constitutional rights, and would apply only to actual or foreseeable violations of the constitutional rights of a person caused by the 16 application of the foreign law. Of course, there is already pushback from Democrats, including Representative Abdullah Hammoud, Dearborn. Hammoud said, "As a Muslim, I can tell you that I'm not aware of a fundamentalist version or another version that encourages female genital mutilation. That's just not a thing." Hoyt-Tinga though clarified her stance and responded that this bill did not mention Sharia law. This legislation does not target any specific group or religion. It simply clarifies that foreign laws that are inconsistent with American laws will not be recognized in our courts, Hoyt-Tinga said in the statement. It's important to affirm our state and federal constitutions and the freedoms they provide, as they are constantly under assault. A clear message must be sent that our state will not tolerate the application of any law that would result in inhumane actions against women and children, even if such are accepted in other countries. It is obvious that Hoyt-Tinga has a tough battle ahead of her, so we must show our support. We have to push back against Sharia law and reclaim our country and fast. It is one thing to vote in a president that agrees with our position, but that is only half the battle. In order for us to become great again, we have to push these foreign laws out once and for all. Liberals are, of course, all for Sharia law since it goes against our Constitution. They want America to fail so they can have their one world government. That is not going to happen if we don't allow, so we need to join hands and push back against this Islamic indoctrination. Show your support for Representative Michelle Hoyt-Tinga bill by sharing this report. Let us know what you think in the comments below. New Clint Eastwood project retells thwarted Euro train attack. Actor, filmmaker and true American patriot Clint Eastwood has reportedly agreed to direct an upcoming film, The 1517 to Paris, based on the experiences of 3 Americans who halted an Islamist terror attack aboard a train in 2015. As reported at the time by The Guardian, on August 21, 2015, these 3 Anthony Sadler, Oregon National Guardsman Alexander Scarlatos and former U.S. Airman Spencer Stone, overpowered a heavily armed Islamic gunman who had opened fire on a high-speed train traveling from Amsterdam to Paris, stopping what could have been a deadly terrorist attack. What happened that day has since become legendary, with the three having published a book last year detailing their harrowing experiences aboard the train. The movie was reportedly based on this book. According to Deadline Hollywood, Eastwood intends to begin casting right away to start production later this year and will be producing alongside Tim Moore, Christina Rivera, and Jessica Meyer, as well as with the help of scriptwriter Dorothy Bliskel. The three heroes were likely quite pleased by the filmmaker's decision to direct the 1517 to Paris, given their past experiences with him. Last year, Eastwood presented the three with a Hero Award at the 2016 Guys' Choice Awards show. "I'm such a huge Clint Eastwood fan," Scarlatos later told People magazine. "I've seen all of his movies growing up. Actually meeting him in person, having him give us the award. Then we talked with him for like 10 minutes afterwards. It was one of the coolest experiences that has happened to us so far." Speaking last November with Breitbart, Sadler added that the three of them didn't consider themselves heroes, just regular guys put in a situation that demanded their best. "The narrative is often, oh, yeah, the military is why these guys were able to do that, but I think the book portrays us as just the three regular friends, 20-something friends that we were, and that we were just put in an extraordinary situation," he said. "The circumstances just kind of fell into place where we were able to act and not only save ourselves, but everybody else," he added. Wow. That's called humility, and unlike the radical Islamic terrorists who are probably stewing in their own filth over the production of the trio's upcoming film, these three clearly have plenty of it. Kudos. Please share this story on Facebook and Twitter and let us know what you think about Clint Eastwood's next project. What do you think about this upcoming film? Scroll down to comment below. James Comey knows a nasty secret about Loretta Lynch. Now it's out. It's amazing. Just when you think you know everything about the 2016 election, you get a bombshell like this dropped on you. Turns out that FBI Director James Comey was not a big fan of old-agey Loretta Lynch. In fact, according to government inside sources who spoke with the NY Times, James Comey distrusted former Attorney General Loretta Lynch because she tried to play down the investigation into Hillary Clinton's emails. Comey's suspicions did not just end there, according to the article. It was his distrust of Lynch that led him to publicly reopen the Clinton investigation instead of keeping it quiet. James Comey believed the Attorney General was providing political cover for Hillary Clinton. Now, I know y'all are thinking, well, duh. That's why we distrusted Loretta Lynch too. And you'd be right to think that, but just hear me out. Don't you think it's pretty significant when the head of the FBI is suspicious that the acting Attorney General was using her influence to meddle in an election? I sure do. This is no minor claim. This is the kind of thing that proves the Democrats are beyond corrupt and need to go. That's why it's up to you to make sure this gets to every Republican so they see what is at stake in 2018 and 2020. We need you now, it's happening. Congress drops a sledgehammer, Soros and Obama in panic mode. The two liberal buddies Obama and Soros are falling down. The Congress chose to stop the liberal elite from botching up far and wide with taxpayers' money. We composed a considerable measure about Soros and his open society. Presently, we have a genuine data about the eventual future of Soros Association and the evidence against him and the profound state. Everybody appears to have recently discovered bravery with Donald Trump in the White House. Indeed, even Congress has at long last grown some balls, on the off chance that you'll pardon the expression. A developing rundown of U.S. senators is presently demanding an investigation concerning Obama's joint effort with radical extremely rich person George Soros to start the communist upset. What's more awful, assertions propose Obama really gave Soros taxpayers money to do the deed. On the off chance that this examination figures out how to reveal proof of what we as a whole know was going on, then these two snakes could in all likelihood imprison. From the Washington Free Beacon. A group of leading legislators is approaching recently introduced Secretary of State Rex Tillerson to quickly dispatch an investigation concerning endeavors by the Obama organization to influence outside races by sending citizen assets to outrageous and at times vicious political activists that advance liberal causes, as indicated by a duplicate of the letter. The legislators unveiled numerous discussions with outside negotiators who illustrated dynamic political interfering by the Obama organization's State Department, including the utilization of citizen assets to bolster radical causes in Macedonia, Albania, Latin America, and Africa. A part of the State Department subsidizing seems to have gone to associations upheld by the questionable liberal very rich person George Soros, as per the letter. Truly. Also, they had the irritate to blame Trump for inclining toward Russian intercession in the U.S. presidential decision. Charlatans, lawbreakers, and traitors. Superb depiction in just 3 words: hypocrites, criminals, and traitors. What's more, it's going on everywhere. No one needs to purchase what those liberals offer. In Hungary, Viktor Orban shut down Soros' prestigious university. Great job, man. Be that as it may, then again, Macedonia is on the edge of a civil war in view of Soros. Albania will confront an indistinguishable predetermination from Macedonia, if not more regrettable. Stop Soros as soon as possible. He wants to destroy conservative regimes with taxpayers' money. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comments section below. Share the truth, be patriots. Breaking. President Trump just delivers devastating news to lying tax cheat Al Sharpton. Reverend Al Sharpton is known for being a standout amongst the most improper race baiters ever. Amid Barack Obama's sham of a presidency, many individuals really became tied up with Sharpton's absurd drivel. Donald Trump, notwithstanding, wasn't having any of it. Hilarious footage just surfaced of Trump bashing Sharpton amid an appearance on Fox and Friends in 2014. Look, as the feature president calls Sharpton an expert con man who escapes with murder. At the point when the hosts asked that Trump clarifies this, he said Sharpton is acting for the cameras. "I live in New York and I know Al Sharpton very well," Trump said. "I've dealt with him many times over the years and he is a guy who I don't believe really believes what he's saying. He pretends he cares deeply." He went ahead to condemn Sharpton's activities soon after 2 night cops were executed in their watch auto. Quickly after the disaster, Sharpton held a question and answer session where he whined about getting demise dangers himself. Trump said that with this move, Sharpton was hoping to bring about backlash that would unavoidably prompt a very violent thing and a dangerous thing for a lot of people. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comments section below. Share the truth, be patriots.